Hey everybody, this is Josh at Efflux Live Productions, and we're here with James, one of the owners of Aston Microphones. We're going to ask him a quick couple of questions about the Orgin mic and the new products coming out this year. So James, tell us about the mic.
Okay, so the Orgin basically is a single pattern cardioid condenser. It's got a 10 dB pad and a bass cut, all the kind of stuff you could read on the tin. What's really cool about this is how we developed the sound for both of these microphones, actually the Orgin and the Spirit. We worked with a panel of 33 of the top producers and engineers in the UK, and they did all the sound development, not us. So we did the technical bit, we did the kind of development of the PCB and the capsules, and then at every stage along the way we would send out blind listening files. We did this once every week or so for 6 months, and these guys would all vote on which ones they thought sounded the best or the worst, and put commentary on there about why, and we gave them complete control over the whole development process. So in the end event, we've really kind of hit it out of the ballpark in terms of the sound quality. All the reviews that we've been getting for these things, compare them to Neumann and Telefunken at $2,000-3,000, but these mics range from only a couple of $100 upwards. So,
well, that's really amazing. What is the main differences between the Orgin and the Spirit, and what would you use them for particularly?
It's a good question, because they look fairly similar. People kind of assume they're big brother and little brother, and they're actually very, very different microphones. The Orgin, as I said, is a single pattern mic. The Spirit is a multi-pattern mic, and it also has a 10 and 20 dB pad. But that's kind of the obvious stuff. Inside, they sound really different. So the Spirit has a transformer; it's transformer balanced, whereas the Orgin is transformerless. That makes a huge difference in sound quality, because with the transformer, you get loads of extra headroom, and what that brings is openness on the top end, a kind of transparency to the sound, and real detail, harmonic detail. So I would describe the Orgin, I mean, it's used in a lot of high-end studios around the world, but I would describe it as a forgiving microphone. It's a really good workhorse for everything. You can grab it and use it on anything and it'll just sound good straight away. Whereas the Spirit, it's a fantastic mic, it's very revealing, and it'll get the most out of a good recording, but if the recording's not up to that much, it'll show up the faults as well. So this is a really professional tool.
Awesome. So you would lean the Spirit more towards the professional applications, and the Orgin to where the workhorse can kind of do anything.
Exactly. In terms of what the application, because people always want to say, oh, is it a vocal mic, is it a drum mic, a guitar mic? And I really hate that. Some manufacturers subscribe to that in order to basically just to help pigeonhole sales for customers. But in truth, you can use a good mic for pretty much anything, as you know. Spirit was the microphone that Noel Gallagher used on the entire new High Flying Birds album. It's also Kylie Minogue's vocal mic as well, but equally well it's being used by people like Jeff Dugmore, who's one of the top drummers in the world, on percussion. So it's a really versatile microphone.
Beautiful. Well, what else is new this year that's coming out for 2018?
Well, we're not doing any new microphones at the show. We're saving those for later on in the year, but we do have mics. We do have new mics coming. What's new for us is the new Swift Shield, which is shock mount and pop set. You might think that's not really a very exciting product until you see what it can do, because these things they're things that every studio uses, and yet they're always a problem. Fixing a shock mount on, getting a pop shield to stay in the right place, So I'll do the down and dirty demo, right? You've done your vocal session, you want to record some instruments, you just take the pop filter off. You want to put your microphone away at night, there it is, it's done. You want to mic up again in the morning, and if you're worried about it falling out, it won't. Now that's 5 seconds to do all of the applications that you want to do. So it's a really amazing product. It works incredibly well. It's universal, this shock mount, so it'll take anything from a 30mm to a 60mm diameter microphone. It's super lightweight, made out of aluminum and then nylon. And it just works fantastically well. The shield which clips onto it is a solid piece of 0.2mm thick stainless steel, which has then been acid etched. So the detail on it is absolutely beautiful, and it's exceptionally good at plosive control. That package together retails at $99, so it's not going to break the bank. The shock on its own is $65, but I think most people will probably want the combo. And then we also do this, which is the same pop shield but on a gooseneck. That's going to retail for $49. As you can see, it will clamp onto pretty much anything, so it'll clamp onto any hardware really quickly and easily without any thumb screws, and it also stays where you put it. You're not going to have this thing wilting all over the place. So, they're really, really good workhorse products. That's us for NAMM 2018.
Well, that's very, very awesome stuff to hear, and I appreciate you, James, and we will be speaking more about you in the future. And thank you again, and this is Efflux. Stay tuned for more.